Hello all and welcome to today's Sefer portion. Today we're going to be reading Shemot, Exodus 25 and 26. And Yahuwah spoke unto Moshe, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and bring me an offering. Of every man that gives it willingly, with his heart ye shall take all of it my offering. And this is the offering which ye shall take of them: gold, and silver, and brass, and blue, and purple, and scarlet, and fine linen, and goat hair, and goat's hair, and ram skins, dyed red, badger skins, and shittim wood, oil for the light, spices for anointing oil, and for sweet incense, onyx stones, and stones to be set in the ephod and in the breastplate. And let them make a sanctuary, that I may dwell among them, according to all that I show you. After all of Tavet, the pattern of the tabernacle, and all of Tavet, the pattern of all the instruments thereof, even so shall ye make it. And they shall make an ark of shittim wood. 2 cubits and a half shall be the length thereof, and 1 cubit and a half the breadth thereof, and 1 cubit and a half the height thereof. And you shall overlay it with pure gold, within and without shall you overlay it, and shall make upon it a crown of gold round about. And you shall cast 4 rings of gold for it, and put them in the 4 corners thereof. And the rings shall be in the one side of it, and 2 rings shall be in one side of it, and 2 rings shall be in the other side of it. And you shall make staves of shittim wood, overlaid them with gold, and shall put all of Tavet the staves into the rings by the sides of the ark, that all of Tavet the ark may be borne with them. The staves shall be in the rings of the ark, they shall not be taken from it. And you shall put into the ark all of Tavet the testimony which I shall give you. And you shall make a mercy seat of pure gold. 2 cubits and a half shall be the length thereof, and 1 cubit and a half the breadth thereof. And you shall make 2 cherubim of gold, of beaten work shall you make them, and the 2 ends of the mercy seats, and make 1 cherub on the one end, and the other cherub on the other end. Even of the mercy seat shall ye make all of Tavet the cherubim on the 2 ends thereof, and the cherubim shall stretch forth their wings on high, covering the mercy seat with their wings, and their faces shall look one to another toward the mercy seat, shall the faces of the cherubim be. And you shall put all of Tavet the mercy seats above upon the ark. And in the ark you shall put all of Tavet the testimony that I shall give you. And there I will meet with you, and I will commune with you from above the mercy seat, from between the 2 cherubim which are upon the ark of the testimony. All of Tavet of all things which I give you in commandment unto the children of Israel. You shall also make a table of shittim wood. 2 cubits shall be the length thereof, and 1 cubit the breadth thereof, and 1 cubit and a half the height thereof. And you shall overlay it with pure gold, and make thereto a crown of gold around about. And you shall make unto it a border of a hand breadth round about, and you shall make a golden crown to the border thereof round about. And you shall make for it 4 rings of gold, and put all of Tavet the rings in the 4 corners that are on the 4 feet thereof. Over against the border shall the rings be for places of the staves to bear all of Tavet the table. And you shall make all of Tavet the staves of shittim wood, and overlay them with gold, that all of Tavet the table may be borne with them. And you shall make the dishes thereof, and spoons thereof, and covers thereof, and bowls thereof, and cover with all of pure gold shall you make them. And you shall set upon the table showbread before me always. And you shall make a menorah of pure gold, of beaten work shall the menorah be made. His shaft and his branches, his bowls, his knops, and his flowers shall be of the same. And 6 branches shall come out of the sides of it, 3 branches of the menorah out of one side, and 3 branches of the menorah out the other side. 3 bowls made like unto almonds, with a knot and a flower in one branch, and 3 bowls made like almonds in the other branch, with a knot and a flower, so in the 6 branches that come out of the menorah. And in the menorah shall be 4 bowls made like unto almonds, with their knops and their flowers, and there shall be a knot under 2 branches of the same, and a knot under 2 branches of the same, and a knot under 2 branches of the same, according to the 6 branches that proceed out of the menorah. Their knops and their branches shall be of the same, and it all shall be one beaten work of pure gold. And you shall make all of Tavet the 7 lamps thereof, and they shall light all of Tavet the lamps thereof, that they may give light over against it. And the tongs thereof and the snuff dishes thereof shall be of pure gold. Of a talent of pure gold shall he make it, all of Tavet, with all these vessels. And look that you make them after their pattern, which was showed you in the mount. Chapter 26. Moreover, you shall make all of Tavet the tabernacle with 10 curtains of fine twined linen, purple and blue and scarlet, with proving of cunning work shall you make them. The length of one curtain shall be 28 cubits, and the breadth of one curtain 4 cubits. And every one of the curtains shall have one measure. The 5 curtains shall be coupled together one to another. The 5 curtains shall be coupled one to another. And you shall make loops of blue upon the edge of the one curtain from the selvage and to the coupling. Likewise you shall make into the uttermost edge of another curtain, and the coupling of the second. 50 loops shall you make in the one curtain, and 50 loops shall you make in the edge of the curtain that is in the coupling of the second, that the loops may take hold of one another. And you shall make 50 tashes of gold, and couple of Tavet the curtains together with the tashes. And it shall be one tabernacle, and you shall make curtains of goat's hair to be covering upon the tabernacle. 11 curtains shall you make. The length of one curtain shall be 30 cubits, and the breadth of one curtain 4 cubits. And 11 curtains shall be all of one measure, and you shall couple all of Tavet 5 curtains by themselves, and all of Tavet 6 curtains by themselves, and shall double all of Tavet the 6th curtain in the forefront of the tabernacle. And you shall make 50 loops on the edge of the one curtain that is outmost in the coupling, and 50 loops in the edge of the curtain which couples the second. And you shall make all of Tavet 50 tashes of brass, and put the tashes into the loops, and couple all of Tavet the tents together, that it may be one. And the remnant that remains of the curtain of the tent, the half curtain that remains, shall hang over the back side of the tabernacle, and a cubit on one side and a cubit on the other side of that which remains in the length of the curtain of the tent. It shall hang over the sides of the tabernacle on this side and on that side, to cover it. And you shall make a covering for the tent of ram skins dyed red, and a covering above of badger skins. And you shall make all of Tavet a board for the tabernacle of shittim wood, sitting up. 10 cubits shall be the length of a board, and a cubit and a half shall be the breadth of one board. 2 tenons shall there be in one board, set in order one against another. Thus shall you make for all the boards of the tabernacle. And you shall make all of Tavet the boards for the tabernacle, 20 boards on the south side, southward. And you shall make 40 sockets of silver under the 20 boards, 2 sockets under one board for his 2 tenons, and 2 sockets under another board for his 2 tenons. And for the second side of the tabernacle on the north side, there shall be 20 boards, and there 40 sockets of silver, 2 sockets under one board, and 2 sockets under another board. And for the sides of the tabernacle westward, you shall make 6 boards, and 2 boards shall you make for the corners of the tabernacle and the 2 sides, and they shall be coupled together beneath, and they shall be coupled together above. The head of it unto one ring, thus shall it be for them both. They shall be for the corners, and they shall be 8 boards, and their sockets of silver, 16 sockets, 2 sockets under one board, and 2 sockets under another board. And you shall make bars of shittim wood, 5 for the boards of the one side of the tabernacle, 5 bars for the boards of the other side of the tabernacle, 5 bars for the boards of the side of the tabernacle for the 2 sides westward. And the middle bar in the midst of the boards shall reach from end to end, and you shall overlay all of it the boards with gold, and make all of it the rings of gold for places for the bars, and you shall overlay all of it the bars with gold, and you shall rear up all of it the tabernacle according to the fashion thereof, which was showed you in the mount. And you shall make a veil of blue and purple and scarlet, and fine twined linen of cunning works, and the cherubim shall it be made. And you shall hang it upon 4 pillars of shittim wood, overlaid with gold. Their hooks shall be of gold, upon the 4 sockets of silver. And you shall hang up all of it the veil under the taches, that you may bring in thither within the veil all of it the ark of the testimony. And the veil shall divide unto you between the holy place and the most holy. And you shall put all of it the mercy seat upon the ark of the testimony in the most holy place. And you shall set all of it the table without the veil, and all of it the menorah over against the table on the side of the tabernacle towards the south. And you shall put the table on the north side. And you shall make a hanging for the door of the tent of blue and purple and scarlet and fine twined linen wrought with needlework. And you shall make for the hanging 5 pillars of shittim wood, and overlay them with gold, and their hooks shall be of gold, and you shall cast 5 sockets of brass for them. Well, that's today's read. Until next time, I hope you all have a great night and a fantastic tomorrow.